Hello, lovelies. It's been almost another whole year, so welcome back. Or if you're new here, hi, I am GQ Honey from Sabah, Malaysia. Actually, I'm gonna go by just Honey from now on. I build CC free lots for The Sims 4 and I only use one pack because I am currently 4 years into working on my JQ base save, which is a save file that's meant to be used as replacement for the game's default starting save. You know, when you click on New Game in the main menu. Okay, today we finally have another world rebuild to look at. We're gonna tour my rebuild of Sulani, which came with the Island Living expansion pack. Before we begin though, guys, I want to tell you something. This world was so far the most difficult for me to rebuild. See, my parents were born and raised on islands in Zamporna, Sabah. Throughout my own admittedly distant childhood, we used to balik kampung to spend weeks over the years at either of my grandparents' villages. Their homes were literally stilt houses over water. And I cannot make this up. My paternal grandfather's name was Sulani. I don't know what he had named this world after, but when this pack came out, it was surreal to me seeing my grandfather's name in other Simmers usernames everywhere, but also somehow isolating. Yeah. Anyway, now let's start today's tour with the main area of Ohan'ali Town. Going in initially, I had wanted to build this neighborhood as the very lived-in, sun-damaged, monsoon-soaked, and saltwater-scented kampung after my own. But once I started, I found this was not suitable. It just didn't look nice in-game to me. All these years later, I've come to accept that this spec is not my representation. And that's okay because my kampung's water villages aren't unique to my culture. On that note, I apologize in advance if I mispronounce any of the names in this video. So in the end, I did my rebuilds to look like the deco buildings in the area as usual. Also, boats were the main mode of transport in my parents' villages, so I put a dock in almost every beach lot for this rebuild. First up, we have the sandbar. I tried to build it to better suit the default lot description. Local watering hole, informal town center, social hotspot. Hopefully you agree with my interpretation. I probably should have placed bodies for the tots here, but at the time I just thought bar equals grown-up space. Going down to the beach, we have Ohan'ali Beach. Beach venues in The Sims 4 have no lot requirements, so it's anything goes, I suppose. I extended the pier thing to add this vending machine, a food stall, a bar, and these picnic tables. The rest are very much the original beach items, just rearranged. Across the road from the beach is our first starter home, Tangled Flat, which is finished for parent Sims with a toddler. There's a bit of space still left if you want to expand it. Returning to the beach, next we have Lagoon Look, a family home finished for parent Sims with 2 children. The kids get this bunk room to the front and the parents sleep upstairs. I really like how this house looks from the lagoon side. Going further down the beach, we arrive at Kinship. By this point, I was all out of ideas, so I took my first ever build for this world, which was my maternal grandmother's house, and adjusted it to fit better into the world. I ended up just using the exact same roofing that Sensational Designs did for their version of this lot. It's furnished for the Kealoha family with the parents in this master bedroom plus study, the toddler in this nursery, and the random teen without any family relationships to the previous household members in the upstairs bedroom. Scaling the cliffside across from there, we reach the Chieftain's villa. I didn't mind the original lot except for the extra space under the roof. Once again, Sensational Designs approached it best, so to ensure mine was distinct from theirs, I bulldozed and rebuilt it with the floor plan reversed. After like 5 tries, I finally have the version I like best. The bedrooms are upstairs. They each have attached bathrooms with grandma's tub out on this balcony. And detached is a guest suite as well as this pondok thing where I imagine the chieftain receives guests. Kiala has 5 gardening skill points, so they get a garden. For the second part, let's head to the isolated volcanic isle of Mua Pel'am up north. I started with the empty lot of Key Point, moving the shipwreck here to repurpose the largest lot later. Beach lots don't allow basements, so the wreckage is entirely above ground. I renamed the boat Fortuna, as in for the love of tuna, and furnished it as a loft for one stranded sim. On the largest lot, I've built SIMCA, which stands for Sulani Islands Marine Conservation Area. The turtle hatching event happens near this lot, so I wanted to build something like the turtle sanctuaries that we have here in Malaysia. They have rehab pools, hatcheries, and nurseries, so I built a pond and a kind of clinic slash lab here. There's also a dorm for conservationist sims to rest. The fake aquarium is actually a pool, which you can't normally put roofing over, so I used Kate Emerald's roof over half wall workaround again, which means if you want to edit this lot, be sure to drag these two roofs out of the way first. The fish effect does clip a little, even though I did decrease the object size using the left bracket key. Going over the mountain from there brings us to Caldera Camp. I was suddenly hit with a nasty bout of fever and coughing while trying to figure out what to put here. I was torn between a hot springs, pool venue, or this watchtower thing. I feel a hot springs does not work without the actual object that comes with Snowy Escape, so I went with this watchtower. At first, I tried to build it as a starter home, but the tall wall height with the staircases and columns apparently already cost a lot. This is one of the rare builds I did without gameplay in mind, so be warned, it may be difficult to navigate. The last part takes us to the sunny oceanside beaches of Lani St. For this neighborhood, I just went with the clean, resorty look because that's just how it is in my parents' hometown. The tourism industry took over the prettiest islands, and now the locals get to pay to visit these parts of their town. Also, by this point, I still had brain fog from being ill for 2 weeks, so I wasn't feeling super inspired anymore. Here we have our second beach lot, Simoleon Beach. I added a couple more activity objects. There's an off-lot public restroom nearby, and the original one didn't have one either, so I just didn't build any washrooms here. I couldn't really fit one anywhere suitable anyway. It would be just weird to put one over the water where Sims would also be swimming and stuff. Right next to the beach venue is our second starter home, Pier Perfection, which is finished for a Sims couple on their honeymoon. I was going to set the lot type as a vacation rental, but decided I was short one starter home. I tried to lay it out such that the couple might have some privacy from the beachgoers next door. Some distance from there is a 3-bedroom family home, Reef Finery. It's furnished for the Ngata family, which consists of parent Sims with one child. I furnished the third bedroom as a home gym for Oliana, since Layla would be able to paint anywhere with the digitalistic sketchpad anyway. Beach lots have no terrain data, and this one having so little beach made it difficult to place stairs. The spot I ended up using was really the only bit of sand that worked, hence the awkward front entrance situation we have. Back on the ground is the Kahana Nui couple's residence at Journey's End. Their aspirations, traits, and careers seem to be at odds with the island's culture to me, so I built them the fanciest house. They have formal as well as outdoor living and dining areas, a gourmet kitchen, a TV area with access to the patio and pool, and this bit of garden with a pondok thing again. But there's more. Upstairs is the master suite with no fewer than three balconies, with a bathtub on one of them, a home office which also has a balcony, and a guest suite with, yes, two balconies, and one of them has the bathtub. Lastly, we have another community lot on Sapphire Shores. It's a lounge venue with wedding venue requirements included. Although I don't own my wedding stories, so I cannot say how it'll perform with that pack installed. It has three main areas: the lounge proper with a bar, the dining area with these counters to put your food on, and the wedding ceremony area. I wanted them to have fairly unobstructed view of the sea, which is why I built this off to the side like so. I play tested a wedding event with my sim bringing their own food and wedding cake, which earned a gold medal, so for my own gameplay this works just fine. As for the EA premades for my save file, I did my usual edits of switching up their wardrobe and or hairstyle, had them promoted in their careers in order to be able to afford their new bills, gave them more skills, and had them meet their neighbors. I noticed the likes and dislikes I had set previously just disappeared, so I only gave them a few according to their careers and or skills. I also noticed that the relationship in one copy of the save file differs from another copy. This could be because of different mods that different simmers would have installed. Now, to place these lots in your game, go to the gallery and find my profile. That's Quiescence90. Right now they are at the top of my catalog, but later on they might be buried below newer uploads. So select hashtag in the drop down menu next to the search bar and type in Sulani. Press enter and you should find everything I made for Sulani. You can now download and place each lot individually. I have also updated JQ base save to include everything up to this video, linked in the description. Thank you for joining me today. Leave a like and feel free to subscribe. I only post like twice a year, but I'm hoping to play this game more soon. Salam Eid Mubarak and happy simming. Bye!